Good evening, everybody. We're a few minutes early. I hope everybody had a great day today. I did. I played hooky. I played hooky. So nice to see everybody. But I did a video several months ago. I think it was about, I don't know, 10, 11 months ago about unusual places to find water. And as we all know, without water, we will be in a really terrible situation. I mean, without water, folks, um, you will perish. You'll perish. So I came up with unusual places that you can find water. We're going to talk about that, and this is a very serious live tonight because without water, honestly, you won't make it. And what if? What if you don't have a Berkey, a Aquapure, Mini Sawyer, whatever it may be, a Life Straw? What if you don't have those things? Or what if the water is just gone? Then what do you do? What do you do, right? So I want to talk about this in a down to earth, sensible manner. I want each one of you to, if you, from now on, we're going to change things around a little bit on the channel. If you have a question directly from me, I'd like you to type it all in capitals from this point forward. It makes it easier for me to see. So from this point forward, in all the live streams, if you have a question directly to me, please put it in all capitals, and that way I can try to answer it throughout the live. I think it'll make it a lot easier for me to see it. Good evening, everybody. I'm glad you all are here. Um, well, Suburban Hillbilly, we're talking about the situation when you don't have water, when they turn off the tap and you can't just go to your tap anymore and it's gone. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So, this is really, hey, Elaine, this is really about finding the water one way or the other, right? Finding the water one way or the other. We're not talking about everything's hunky dory. We're talking about it's a SHTF. It's the worst case scenario you can imagine. There's been some type of catastrophe and there's no water. No water's coming out of your tap. How many of you in the last month have had no water? Had no water that you actually had to go and purchase water or use a rain catch? Hit a one if you have had to do that. Hit a one if you live off of a rain catch. Hit a one if you live off of a cistern and you have to have your water hauled in. Hit a one if you know exactly how many gallons of water you're using a day. So, there's a lot of things to think about here. Exactly, Nunya. Your well just went dry, a $20,000 dry hole. And that's really nice. So, that's not good. That was probably pretty bad. Yes, yes. We heard about that a couple days ago, Country Prepper, about the sat phones. This tonight is about water. This water series right now, this live stream could save your life. Could save your life. So let's talk about it and get into it a little bit here. I think that there's a lot of places that you may not have thought of. Some of these maybe you did, maybe not, but we're going to talk about them and go from there. Okay. And if you have something that you want to say on topic, feel free to ask. The first one is your water heater. When you have a water heater and the water completely goes out, down at the very bottom of it, there is a spigot. So you could actually use that water. Yes, you might still want to boil it or filter it out. I would, because you don't know how long some of that has been setting in there. And if it picks up the sediment, well, that could be one of those situations where it might not be that tasty. All right. But it would be a great place. Most water heaters, ours is very small. Ours is very small in the cabin. I think maybe 20 gallons. But this, you could use your water heater and you could use that spigot at the bottom to access that water, which would make it very, very easy. The next one, folks, is the back of the toilet. I know. I know. You're probably all going, oh, God, really? Well, I'll tell you what. If you have absolutely no water, if you have absolutely no water, you at least have probably most toilets I would say have 3 to 5 gallons of water in the back. That could save that could save your life. That could save your life. It really truly could. Some of these are pretty unusual, and Swimming pool, jacuzzis, your neighbor's swimming pool. And then a lot of people don't think about this, but coconuts and cucumbers. Now, many of us don't have coconuts, but if you're planting cucumbers, cucumbers could be a great place, a great place to get water. And that probably would give you maybe a glass full if you really had to do it. Ponds, lakes, and streams. Most definitely, Lenora. Most definitely. And Lenora, I want to give you a big shout out. I'll tell you why in a minute. Morning dew, the dew coming off the plants, folks, that or a tarp catch, using a tarp to put around the bottom of a tree. You can also, this is a really cool thing, is what you do is you get a plastic bag, right? Get a plastic bag, go to the tree, take the plastic bag and tie it on the bottom of the branch. Put a small rock into that bag so that it kind of weighs the branch down. And what'll happen is you will actually start getting the morning dew coming right into that bag. You could also, you could do that on several, but you should be able to carry some plastic bags in your get home bag or your bug out bag, whichever it may be, also maybe just in your car for an emergency purpose. But the plastic bag thing is definitely a great way to get some additional water. Or Brandy F brought it up a long time ago about a tarp. Use a tarp, put it into the three like a teepee, and let the rain catch inside there. The cats actually have used and utilized the planters. I have a black tray out there, that like a boot tray. They also use that. They drink all different kinds of water. I actually watched the cats drink out of a little tiny spot in a tarp. So that's another great thing that you could think about. And this is dire need, folks. Dire need. The next one is just we got to have water. We got to have it, or we will perish. The top of your rain gutters, the rain gutters are a great place. Most of us have gutters, and I would say, this is what we did. I got leaf guards. I put across leaf guards across the top of the rain gutter. Then I put additional round screens. They're about yay big. You all might remember they're about, this big. And I put those as the water comes down into the rain catch. And that way you have additional layers of filtration. You may want to take the time while you can. If you can't do it, have somebody come out and clean your gutters, get your gutters prepared. And maybe even if you don't have 55-gallon barrels or an IBC like we do, you could use planters, you could use buckets, you could use 5-gallon buckets, whatever it may be. Start collecting up some rainwater so that you're aware of the condition of that water. That would be like a really wise thing to do while you can do it without stressing about it, right? I think that when we do these things, if we can do them ahead of time, is much better. All your lines under your house, all your lines outside, if you know where your water lines are at, you got water. You could have gallons and gallons of water just sitting out there in water lines. So in a real SHTF, when the water's off, I know you may have to dig for it. Another great thing you can do though is you can actually dig a hole like this good old dog right there. Dig a hole and wait for the water to start coming up. Most of the time in most environments, if you dig the hole deep enough, you're going to hit some kind of water. It may not be the best water. It may not last you very long, but you're going to get something. I actually have tried this in different areas, and if you try it like near a pond that has went dry or a lake that is really low, the water will actually start coming up. So there's a lot of ways that you can get water and be like old Fido over here and dig a hole in the ground, and wait for the water to come up. Have a little bucket, a mini Sawyer, a life straw, whatever it is, 30 to 50 feet there. Yeah, you're in, well, that's Texas. You guys are dry as heck. It really depends on the area and the landscaping. Thank you for adding that in, Nunya. I think here in the Ozarks, we have a wet weather creek, and different times of the year, that thing is full as all get out. And then other times it is really low. So it just really depends, folks. But I would dig 30 feet if I thought I was going to perish because I didn't have water. I would try to find other sources first because I wouldn't want to exert myself and not be able to make it. The other one is what I just talked about, the plastic bag in the tree. Carry some plastic bags in your get home bag, carry them in your car. We recycle, repurpose, so we have lots of plastic bags, but you could tie those off of limbs and have water in a dire situation. The other one is your metal roofs. I wouldn't recommend it on every roof, but a metal roof is a good point. And try to keep it, go ahead and keep it clean now. You know, if you can keep it clean now, that would be a wonderful thing. I don't know if y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? I got it. Let me see. Copycat, copycat. You see what she gave me, y'all? She sent this to me in the mail. The Underdog Cup. Thank you, copycat. Thank you so much, copycat. I love that. I love that cup. Um, but the metal roof could be another good spot going forward. Yeah, that looks nasty as all get out, doesn't it? But I bet you if you were gonna be dehydrated and perish, I bet you you'd figure out a way you could drink it. Um, that would be dire need. The one on the right looks a lot better, but I'll tell you what, folks, I would do what I got to do. So your runoffs, some of the runoffs, if you actually get to know your area, some of the runoffs are not as bad as you think. So I would definitely look for some runoffs in your area. Maybe irrigation areas, maybe ponds, lakes, streams would be my first choice. Now, this is really cool, and I'm going to give props where props are due. I'm going to drop me down here in the corner. Lenora, thank you very much for sharing this out. So, in 2014, there was a study, folks, and when they did this study, very, very awesome stuff, right? So what happens is one, they're doing another study. It should be coming out on flowering trees. But when you use this, the cool thing about it is that a simple tree branch filter makes dirty water drinkable. It makes it drinkable. So to turn dirty drink water into drinkable H2O, you peel away the bark from a nearby tree branch and slowly, slowly, slowly pour the water through the wood. Now, according to this research, this is a low tech trick and it traps any bacteria, leaving you with uncontaminated water. This is coming in from IFL Science. Again, big shout out to Lenora. Time for a little tree. Get water and minerals up a tree. Wood is compromised of xylem, porous tissues arranged in tubes. So basically, you have to find a sap tree, and that could be anything from your white maple, ash, hickory, hackberry, beech, pine, any of those trees. And if you see on that right thumbnail, the hardwood is in the middle, the sapwood is on the outer skirts. So you'd want to have to chop that off and be able to use it because that sapwood is going to clean your water. It's going to clean your water naturally. So, like, say for instance, there's a hurricane or there's a major tornado, and you don't have your preps. You don't have any of that stuff. Preps are no longer. Find a tree, find your water, and use the tree accordingly. That is really, I think. I mean, I have to give a shout out. Lenora found it on this science article, and I was like, that's one that I can add to this because that's a great, great way. And like, a lot of times we think, okay, well, I bought this, I bought that, I have this, I have that, and it's going to work. And what if you don't have it? That's the big thing is that everything's not always going to be hunky dory in an emergency, a true emergency preparedness situation, right? So would it be better to have some of these tricks up your sleeve and share them out with family and friends to save your own life. I mean, really, I think that there's a lot of things that we have to look at. Um, I would get into water filtration, what's best, and why the budget costs the replacement of the water filtration. On this video, if you go into the description, there is a link to My Patriot Supply. So I'm going to be talking here about the difference, the real difference between the Berkey and the Aquapure. I did a lot of research on this because there's a big comparison. One thing about each one of them is they basically do about the same amount of contaminants, right? Uh, the Berkey and the Alexa Pure. Quite a big difference in price, over $160. The Alexa Pure, over 260 chemicals that it'll take out. The Berkey, roughly 200 according to their website. So I'm doing a side by side comparison because, like, honestly, I really am a tightwad when it comes to to gear and things like that. So for us, it was a huge deal for us to get a water purification system other than the ones that we have that are portable. Like we have one that's attached to the faucet. We have one that we can put in the refrigerator. Um, and then we have our small portable ones just for like hydration packs that we carry with us. But that's way different than purchasing something that's you're spending good money on, right? And so I really wanted to put them side by side and make sure that we made the right decision going forward. Water contaminants, here's a partial list of what they actually reduce: nitrite, aluminum, arsenic, lead, 6 chloramine, 6 chloramines, chlorine, fluoride, VOCs, MTBE, bacteria, viruses, cyst, radioactive substances. That's a very important thing. Also, your herbicides and your DDT and your pharmaceuticals and E. coli. So the both of them will remove the different contaminants. So I want to make that clear. Both of them are so similar. You know, the Alexa Pure is only 6 contaminants different from the Berkey. But price comparison is a huge thing for me because if I could take $160 extra and put it into some other types of preps or pay a bill down to get out of the matrix, I think that's kind of important, right? So that's one reason that I brought that up. Um, so there's the link. The Berkey costs $367. The Alexa Pure is $229. Now, if you get the Alexa Pure with the 4 water filtration, it's $459. So the filters are not cheap. The thing about them is the Berkey replacement filters are $166. The Alexa Black are $87. The lifespans are quite different. And I want to let me put this up here, and I'm going to drop down my back screen. This is the first time that I took it out of the box, and I took it out of the box so that I could really talk to you about it, and also show it to you and explain to you a couple things. Okay, one, when you get it, there's several different pieces, right? Yes, you could make your own, but I just figured out the price on that. To get the filter that's included, Tamara, you're looking at about $80, right? So you're looking at $80 for the one filter. Let me see. The one filter that's in here. This 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 aqua pure, you can actually put 4 filters in it. You see the little black plugs? You can pop those out if you want. See it? Do y'all see it? Okay. So you can pop those out. You can add as many filters as you want. This one has 4 spots. So you could make it, but by the time you buy the buckets, cut the holes, get the plugs, get the spigot, get the filters, spend your time making it, you're still looking at roughly 800, 180, $150. Because to get, and then you're using plastic instead of stainless. And that plastic is not going to hold up through the test of time. We all know this, even when it comes to our food preps. Honestly, even when it comes to the food preps, if you don't have an outer case of, say, for example, um, if you don't have an outer case of chicken wire or something like that, you could end up having that problem. And exactly right, Ramnet, the stainless steel does not leach into the water, so you're going to have problems with the plastic one, right? The other thing that I want to bring up, I think I have. Let me see here. The other thing is Berkey is not NSF certified. Why, I don't know. But Alexa Pure is NSF certified and ANSI certified. So, you know, that's a big difference too. Why Berkey would not pay for the NSF certification, I don't know. I don't know. I looked around. There was a big stink about Berkey's last year, and I looked around and is there a reason? Did they Are they not up to grade? Is their filtration not up to grade? I don't know. What I do know is that the Alexa Pure is both NSF certified and NSI certified, which means that it had to go through some regiment testing to make sure that it really was doing what it says it'll do. Um, this is very easy to put together. Just if you're going to purchase one, you're going to get the lid comes in two pieces, easy peasy, right? Just it just screws on this top, and then your black filter comes in an individual bag, and the black filter is already primed and ready, and it is a little wet or damp when you take it out of the bag, so you don't want to mess with it. You want to keep your hands as much off of it as possible, especially if you have perfume hand lotion or something like that on it. You don't want that dropping into your tank. Then you just put your filter in, drop your three plugs in, and put your filter in. And then you do have to make it's kind of handy dandy. You see the spigot there, so it does have the spigot, which is nice. And I had to put that together, but it was like it took me all of maybe 10 minutes, right? Maybe 10 minutes. Um, yeah, I think it's worth it. Um, the other thing is that you can have this sitting on the counter and go ahead and pre-plan. The other thing that I've been doing is we have the Alexa Pure pitcher. And so I wanted to make sure that we had extra replacement filters for that. I think they're like 20 some bucks or something. But, I'm trying to prep certain things that I feel that in the future we may not be able to get. Um, I would say honestly, Independent Mini United, yes. They're like the Berkey and the Alexa Pure side by side. You honestly cannot see a huge difference. The main difference that I see is the certifications, right? For one, and then two, the contaminants that it takes out, which the Alexa Pure with non-biased runs came up a little better. Um, Tamara, I understand about the food grade buckets. We've talked about me and dragonflies, and I'm a tightwad. But what I'll say about those food grade buckets is you're going to have problems in the long haul because it's not going to stand up to the test of time like a stainless steel is going to stand up. So that's going to be your obstacle. I'm not saying don't do it, especially if you're on a limited budget, right? Do what you got to do, folks. But if you want something that's going to stand up to the test of time, I honestly, after doing the side by side comparisons, we ended up going with the Alexis. Yeah, yeah, stainless. I mean, even in a water catch, honestly, I wish that we could get a stainless steel water catch, but they're expensive as all get out, especially for a cistern. Um, Here's the link again. This is some other water products that I want to bring up. We have cases, and I'm going to show that, blow it up a little bit so y'all can still see it. So we have cases of the emergency water. Hey, Miss Needle. Hey, Scruffy Scrubs, Barb, Independent Mini, all of you, nice to see everybody. So we have many of those cases of water upstairs in our loft, and I want to say this: it's what the Coast Guard uses, right? So the Coast Guard does use those, and the other thing is the water bob. There's the pitcher too. There's the pitcher that we have, and that's what these little filters go into. These little filters go into that pitcher right there that you see. The other thing, there's nothing wrong with having a life straw or something like that, but realize this: a life straw is throwable. throwable. It's throwaway. You're not going to be able to use it for a long, long time because if you do, you're going to end up with a gut ache that will be nonstop. The water bob, I gave one out one year for Christmas, 2 years ago for Christmas, and the water bob. I would say this, for the price of the water bob. I would purchase a water bob if you have a bathtub. We don't have a bathtub, right? But we're talking about getting a little pool, a swimming pool, because hey, RCX, um, yeah, and that's the other thing. I have one. Good point, Miss Needle. I have one, and after I used it a few times, something doesn't taste right in it, and I was like, I'm tossing it. So I think that the Life Straws are mini Sawyers. Yeah, the Gravity. My Patriot Supply also sells a Gravity bag that you can carry, a water bag, a hydration bag, and that's pretty cool. They run like $60 or something. Out of stainless? I'm sure they do. Yeah. Save some money for your water. Oh, and the other thing is you could put your water in there and then pour it through your filtration, Brandy. That's a good idea because then that would give you extra water. Like us, we have the IBCs. I want to say something about IBCs since we're on this water talk, right? IBCs, a lot of people, you'll go to Facebook and they'll be like, buy, I'll sell you IBC for 25 bucks. A brand new IBC in the Ozarks is running around $300. And I will say this, if you get an IBC and it's had chemicals in it, oh my goodness gracious, right? Because it's going to leach into that plastic and you're going to be one sick pup. And it may be months that you use it, and over time, it's tearing up your stomach and tearing up your stomach. So you really want to make sure that the party that you're purchasing IBC from is very honest. We purchased a used one that was for what kind of syrup? Gavi syrup. Yeah, agave syrup, and it's fine, but they cleaned them out. So be very, very careful, folks, if you're buying IBCs, because I mean, I'm telling you right now, you do not want something to leach into that plastic and get a hold of your gut, especially in an SHTF, where you could end up in dire need without an IV. You know, we purchased the one I'm sitting by, and I think the biggest thing was cost. And the situation when you look at a long time, a long time, we definitely wanted to. I wanted to make a very statistic wise purchase. I think that like I didn't want to just go and purchase one and be like, oh, okay, this is freaking great, and then a year down the road it not be great. But I also looked at the price of the replacement filters, and that was a huge deciding factor for us because there, like I said, when you take that apart, right? When you take that apart and you're really looking at, you got four spots. So in a bad situation, like say you had to use a runoff, wouldn't it be a good idea to have additional filters in here in case you have to clean it even more? Like I don't want to drink nasty water. We all know what can happen when you start drinking nasty water. So I think that that's like really important is to be aware and be conscious of what you're doing. I think everybody owes it to themselves to take the steps. To make sure that you're getting a good purification system. And if you can't afford this, you could I won't recommend Tamara to do the buckets because me and Dragonflies have talked about it for several months. I just won't recommend it. Um, I would say if you could find you some stainless steel buckets and make it, then I would do it, right? But I would definitely pay attention to why you're getting it and what you're getting it for. You're getting it to survive, right? Now, it's another thing too. How are you going to lug this around if it's a SHTF situation? That's another thing to think about. The nice thing about this is that it will break down, so it's easy to carry, right? So, I don't know. I think that we should all be on point about water. I think that water is really important. I also think going solar is really important, and y'all can see it. We have them everywhere now. Um, and the cool thing about these, I'm not an affiliate or anything, but I'll tell you what, my mom's a prepper. And mom gave us one, and we bought a 4 pack, and we love them. And the real cool thing is if, like this one, I just have hanging up here, right, for some additional light, it needs to be charged up. But the cool thing about it, say you turn off the light in your bedroom or whatever, this light goes on. So it's charging itself while it's plugged into your chandeliers, your light fixtures, whatever, your lamps. And then when the light goes out, that one comes on. So that's pretty cool. I really think that's a pretty cool idea. Um, I think it's really important that we all get on point about water. Also, the other thing that we're doing is we are going to be purchasing an under counter water filtration system, because I think when we face a natural disaster that contaminates our water source at home or in suburbia or wherever, we're going to find ourselves stuck, right? Maybe due to a national crisis and the water's turned off, or you become stranded in the wilderness with little to no water. You've got to know how to get water. I want to tell y'all a quick story. In 2013, there was a lady that was pulled from the rumble uh, of a collapsed building after a factory collapsed in Bangladesh. And how did she survive? How did she make it? The last 2 days, she said she had nothing but water. She would drink just a little bit of water and to save it. She had seen some bottles around her, and so she drank them very, very, very carefully. Another one that happened and she was in there 16 days, y'all, 16 days. In 2010, a man was trapped because of an earthquake in Haiti. He survived 14 days by rationing water from a 2-gallon jug. A 2-gallon jug. See, those are amazing stories of survival. And as a result, the only thing that kept them alive, it wasn't food. They didn't have food, right? They had water. They had freaking water. And they limited themselves the minute they knew they were in trouble, right? So I think that's what's really, really important to understand is the amount of water someone needs before they actually die due to dehydration. And see, that varies significantly, big time. For instance, like these individuals were not trapped in dire direct sunlight and exposed to heat, but they were still in a very bad, bad situation. There's a doctor, his name's Dr. Randall Parker. He's from Scientific American, and he explains that under the most extreme conditions, that death will come rather quickly. For example, and we've all seen this happen, a child left in a hot car, or an animal, or an athlete exercising hard in hot weather can dehydrate, overheat, and die in a period of hours. An adult in comfortable surroundings, in contrast, can survive for a week or more with no or very, very limited water. In a survival situation, you will not be in comfortable surroundings, right? You're not going to be all comfy, comfy. And so it's very important that you, if you're out hiking this summer, that you take water, you have a hydration pack. If you're out in your vehicle a lot this summer doing outside things, take water. If you're out working in your garden, definitely have water. It's very, very important when we think about these stories, right? One thing that I left off there hey, dreaded seeker, what's up? Dreaded seeker, there she is. Nice to see you. One thing I left off of there when I had the slide presentation just now is your freezers. Think about it. Your freezers usually has a little thin layer of ice, and as the electricity's off, the water's down, you have water coming in from that. Start collecting it. Just the same with the water bob, right? The water bob. If something happens on the East Coast and you're in the Midwest and it's a major, major catastrophe, it's a SHTF, get on it. Fill your pots, your pans, fill your Alexa Pure, fill your water bob, fill whatever you can. Do it and do it as soon as possible. Fill your bathtub because you don't want to be out there in the masses, right? It's very, very important, folks. I can't stress how important water and being able to decontaminate the water. Again, a big shout out to Lenora for sharing that out from IFL Science. Great thing to learn about the wood and how you can use the sapwood to clean water because it may come down to that. Yes, I just talked about that too, Brandy. And in the SHTF, I would save my water and my pipes to the very last because that may be the moment you may have to go under your house. You may have to go under there and surrender to save yourself. V- Think on point, folks. Think about the things around you. Get your map. Do the water map like I did. Go out, search out within a 15, 20, 30 mile radius, right? Yeah, I am too. I am too. I woke up, I played hooky today, y'all. I worked 4 hours or something. I played hooky the rest of the day. Um, it's really, really important that we all stay on point when it comes to water because I don't want to hear that we have a major catastrophe and then we all come back on the internet and things are looking up and we're back on the internet, we're talking, and somebody goes, so and so didn't make it because of water. Think about your cucumbers. Think about things in your garden that could that you could plant a little more of to have water. And also, if you're in a neighborhood, right, spot out your neighbors in ground swimming pools, know where they're at. Because the worst case scenario, you know, you could go over to your neighbor and be like, "Look, we have no water. We're done. Can you spare us 5 gallons of water? There's no water anywhere." And that's why you make a mag. That's why you make the resources. And resources are people. People are resources. People have skills. So you definitely want to stay on point, folks, about the water. We've heard it for like what the last year. Water, water. What's in the water? Watch the water. Watch the water. We all need to watch the water. There's something funky with the water. How many of you believe that there's things in the water right now in your city, in your community that you should not be drinking? Hit a one. Like I truly believe that the water is highly, highly contaminated in the United States. Mm, yeah, let me tell a story real quick. Dragonflies just brought it up. Let me tell a story. When I was in boot camp, I'm dating myself. 1983, I went to boot camp, right? I joined the Navy 83, so it was 84 when I actually went in. So they sent me to Orlando, which there's no Navy base there anymore. And I remember getting off that bus. We flew out from Stapleton Airport in Denver into Orlando. We make it to the base, and I was super thirsty. And they had got done yelling at us and talking crap about us, and at 3 in the morning or whatever the hell it was. It was unbelievable. And I went over, and they allowed us to go to the restroom and to go get drinks of water. And I walked up to that faucet, and I'll never forget it. And this is, you're talking 1984. The whole top of the water spigot was green, was totally green. It was disgusting green. And when you pushed the button on the water spigot for the water to come out, it was the most sick thing ever. Like it had a smell of you shouldn't be able to smell water like that. It was nasty. It was really nasty. And the whole time that I was in boot camp in A school in Orlando, every time I wanted water, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It was really nasty. Yeah, so really, we all need to be on point about water because I think that water causes you digestive problems, organ problems, skin issues, so many things. And like the best thing we could do for our own health is to drink good water and to drink water, right? How many of you in the chat really drink water every day or drink a some type of drink that's water based, not soda? I'm like pretty much done with soda. I do have a root beer once in a while, but I'm pretty much done with soda. I used to drink a 6 pack of Dr. Pepper a day. And I've realized that since I quit drinking all that Dr. Pepper, I feel a lot better. Um, I I'm not so jittery and I can actually sleep, So really, you like frozen water. Dragonflies likes this. Here's what dragonflies likes, y'all. We have canisters of these. So like every kind that you can imagine. So she just buys them like this is very cherry. She's got pina colada, peach iced tea. She doesn't like drinking just water. Grape. Oh, look at y'all. She has Jelly Belly. What flavor? She got berry blue Jelly Bellies. So, this is how Dragonflies drinks her water. And then she also has these pure energy drinks in there. So this is how Dragonflies does it. And she has about every brand and every flavor that you can freaking imagine. So here's your one bucket back, Dragonflies. Catch. So it's really important, y'all. Um, I hope that this helped you tonight. I hope that you really think about your water situation, what you're going to do. If you really do need to purchase something, we would really appreciate it. I don't want to beg you to buy from us, from my Patriot Supply, but they do have some good stuff, and I use it, and I'm going to continue to use it. The link is there. The link is in the description. If one of the mods would drop the link, I'd also appreciate it. And thank you, Remaining Remnant. And remember, we are the OTWP, and we're going to have good things coming. We're going to keep on going. Um, I want to say that we have these new little cute. I had a lot of fun making them. I have 4 new sets of OTWP dancers. The main part of the show's over. If you'd like to stay and chat, go ahead and stay and chat. But I'm going to bring out the OTWP dancers to take us on out and play me 1 or 2 songs. Everybody keep doing the dang thing. Um, we have a live tomorrow morning. And then also this weekend, we have the live stream for members only at 1 p.m. Central. And also, I'm going to be posting some other lives for the next couple weeks. We have some things that we're going to be running around on the roads. So we'll probably do some video taping while we're out on the roads, which y'all will get a kick out of for sure. So uh, big prepper hugs to each and every one of you. Plus, I get my little flipper flopper, and I'm getting excited about that. That'll be happening in a week or so. Then I'll be smirking and smiling. I smirk and smile anyway. So, if you want to see the new, improved, super uber awesome OTWP dancers, hit a 1. Otherwise, I'll just shut down the stream. It's up to you. Thank you for being here. If you're going to leave, if you'd like to hang out and watch the OTWP dancers, hit a 1. And make sure you hit the thumb. Do we want to see them? Okay, I'll bring them out. I'll bring them out. I will bring them out. I'm going to bring them out. All right. I got to find a song that won't. I only get like one. I only get like one video a month that's monetized, and this was going to be the one, but if I play a song, it probably won't be. But it's okay. Y'all are worth it. What the hell, right? I just have a bill to pay on on YouTube so that I can keep a program for us for trivia. But it's okay. Um, we're gonna play. I want to play something fun. Let them freak out. That's what they're gonna play. That's what we're gonna play. They're gonna they're gonna not dance to country. Well, I might play country. I don't know. Let me see. They are. They're very cute and fun. I had a lot of fun making them. I had a lot of fun making these guys, and so I hope you all really enjoy them. And wait till you see the new ones that are coming out the night of disco. You guys are gonna be dying. Y'all are gonna be dying on laughing on that one because they are like the shiznick of the shiznick for real. So let me pick out a fun song for them to dance to. Yeah, let's let them boogie on down. We're gonna let them do. We're gonna let them dance to La Freak. Yeah. So I hope y'all like the new OTWP dancers. I had a lot of fun making them, and wait till you see Disco Mania. You missed the wiener. You missed the wiener. Yeah, yeah. Wait until you till we have disco night. I'm not sure what night we're gonna have it, but when we have disco night, woo wee, it's you're not gonna want to miss the disco dancers because I've been working on the disco dancers for about 4.5 hours, 5 hours, and they are gonna be jamming it for y'all. I really like doing the video animations, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and it brings me back centered and have fun. And I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed the live tonight, and it was really nice to see everybody. OTWP Mag, big huge prepper hugs. Thanks for being here. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Share this out on your channel. Share it out on your social media page. People need to know about water, and people need to drink water, and people need to be able to find water in case of the real SHTF. We don't want to leave people behind, do we? I don't. I don't. I want people to thrive and make it. And that's the whole purpose of this channel is to bring good people together and so that we can all make it. I love and care about all of you. And if you ever need anything, just reach out and touch me because there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no mountain high enough. So, honestly, if you ever need anything, just need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. I answer all my emails. I just want you to know this weekend I deleted over 900 emails and I'm still not done. So, on the way out, just remember that we're invincible. that we're going to make it, and there's good things coming because the good Lord says so. This goes out to all of you. Last call for music. Till I see you again, my friends. Big prepper hugs.
Yeah. Don't be discouraged anymore. You'll find the thing you've been looking for. Pick up the pieces off the floor. Just trust it'll be alright. Your heart is lonely, but it's strong. You might be lost now, and it's not wrong. You'll discover the way, even if it feels long. Just trust it'll be alright. Oh, trust it'll be alright. Be still and know you're loved. Be still and know that you're still good enough. Be still and know that your finish line is only yours to find. Be still and know that you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. Tell all those demons they can hide. They don't know the greatness you have inside. No, stand tall and keep your head up high. And just trust it'll be alright. Yeah. Be still and know you're loved. Be still and know that you're still good enough. Be still and know that your finish line is only yours to find. Be still and know that you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. So never give up, you're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. Believe me, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah, you're gonna make it. Be still and know you're loved. Be still and know that you're still good enough. Be still and know that your finish line is only yours to find. Be still and know that you're gonna make it. Oh, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
Take everything we got, give it an honest shot, turning it on and off, we've been sliding, riding the highest dream, keeping the fire real, I call for you. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim flying off the ceiling, and maybe we're invisible. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. I've been flying off the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Maybe we're invincible at last. Fueling every engine, power is descending. Maybe we're invincible. Hold your gun, got the wire, aim for fire. We're the light to fire. I've been flying off the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Maybe we're invincible. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, caught the wire, aim for desire. I've been flying off the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Baby, we're invincible.
Hi everybody. If I let you see me again, then I'm gonna want to hang out with you for another hour, and I know y'all can't be doing that. We can't be hanging out for 72. I do love them. I love the OTWP mag. Like they got my heart. They've had my heart for going on the third year. I don't know why. I mean, because they're a bunch of a-holes. Oh, I thought I was behind the scenes already. I thought I hit the button. I didn't hit the button. A bunch of a-holes. We're going to have the a-hole club because there's one little a-hole, two little a-holes, three little a-hole, four. And Willow wanted to come on screen, so I had to bring her on screen so y'all could see her. And now she's Willow. Willow. Gosh. Willow. Willow. She's really become quite the indoor cat. And did y'all see the picture on Dragonfly's uh, channel of the new capsule? I got him. Yeah, I'm proud to be an a-hole too. Wouldn't you like to be an a-hole too? Hey, maybe we should all run for office. They did. Oh, did somebody drop a YouTube channel link for OTWP TV News and for Dragonflies? Oh, yeah, come on, get your butt out of my face. Anyway, y'all, thanks for being here tonight. I hope you took something from this live that you'll remember for the rest of your lives. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh. Oh, excuse me. uh, uh, eh, y'all want to see a new creation? Dragonflies has handed it to me. Let's see. Oh, so pretty. Oh, she made some really cool earrings. This is some big earrings. Ghetto fabulous earrings. Excuse me, I'm sorry that I burped in everybody's ear. Not really. Like I really enjoyed it. Um anyway, y'all have a great night. Get out there, enjoy some time with your family. And I'll see you again. Brandy F, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being members. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for being you. God bless you all from here in the Ozarks, from our little cabin to wherever you're at in this big happy world. Make today count. God bless. See y'all soon. Boom chakalaka boom.